Hello y'all, and welcome back to my purple desk for, as you can probably see by the title, an emergency reshuffle of my envelopes. Now, I have been gone for a little while, and that is because in September I got married. Yay! And it was a very, very chaotic month. So it's just gotten to where now things have calmed down and things are kind of back to normal. But the reason why I had to empty quite a few of my envelopes is because yesterday my phone died, and instead of putting it on a credit card, I just pulled as much money out of my envelopes as possible to pay for it. Now I didn't empty every envelope, but I emptied most of them, and I ended up with a total of, I think it was $1,310, which was very impressive. And it made me feel good about myself that I had at least the self-control to save up that amount of money, even though I feel like I don't save enough money. So it made me feel good in that regard, but it also felt bad to spend that money. But this is why I do the envelopes, so that I have the cash when emergencies happen. Because let's say maybe I had a car emergency, I can pull $1,300 out of my envelopes to pay for if I have a car emergency. Anyway, long story short, I ended up purchasing a new phone that was refurbished for, it was $530 for the phone and then $40 for the case. So altogether it was $566, which is really, really good. So I have all this leftover money that I took out of my envelopes, and I'm just gonna do a total reorganize. All right, so I'm gonna count this and then we'll get started. For anyone who has never seen my videos before, hi, I am Olivia, and I am a 28-year-old living in Alabama, just got married, and I do cash stuffing to try and encourage myself to save money, stick to a budget. Welcome to my purple desk. That is one of my pride and joys, and I hope you like this video. So we have a random 50, and I'm gonna leave it till the end because 50s trip me up. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm gonna start another pile. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 110. So all together we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, and 10. So I'm gonna put these back organized by bills. All right. And let's look at the envelopes that I took the money out of, and I'm gonna kind of reorganize and reprioritize which ones I want to spend the rest of the year trying to actually fill. So out of this one, which is my spending binder, because this money I know is going to be spent in the near future. So I do have a household envelope, and I didn't take anything out of that. Tattoos, I have another tattoo appointment coming up this Wednesday, so I need that money. This one was empty, and I took $40 out of car insurance, but I am going to leave that because I want to prioritize only a couple of my envelopes. And basically I probably will not be using this binder for much of the rest of the year because I want to hit some goals. So this one I will not be putting any money into, and in the future I may rearrange it entirely in a separate video. The bulk of this money came out of this envelope, which is my savings envelope. And it's clear because I wanted to try and encourage myself to like save more money and kind of forget that I have money in this one to spend. So it's like a little psychological trick of like out of sight, out of mind, because I am very much that person. So most of this money came out of emergency. I emptied the $100 that I had put into Christmas. I had $300 in cart maintenance that I took out. I took the little bit that I had in emergency prep, which is for like hurricanes, because I'm in that part of the world. I think according to this, I had 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I had 60 in here. And then I took all of the large bills out of my 52-week saving challenge, which I think I'm going to do away with this entirely because I have so many other envelopes and so many other goals that I want to do. And this one, I just don't think I'm ever going to finish. I started one in 2021 that I never finished, dragged it over to 2022, never finished it, got a new one for 2023, and I have too many other envelopes. So I think I will take the money out of this one after we figure out what to do with everything else. So the first and foremost, the biggest priority is going to be, I want to put the $300 back in car emergency. And let me just make sure it was 300. Yeah, 300. So I do want to put the 300 back in car because I have an older car and the possibility that it's going to need work is, it's a big possibility. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 50 and all that back in there. So we're going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 50, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay. So, and I have to put it in order of denomination because if not, it just drives me nuts. All right. So this one I can keep the little tracker, which I do like. And my goal would be to have $1,000, but you know, slowly but surely, I'm happy with just having the 300 for now. Okay, so that was about half of what we had. So I need to consider what I want to do with the rest. So I think I also had about 300 in this envelope, which is, I love this. I got it on Etsy. I can't remember the name of the shop. If anyone wants to know, I can find it. But I like that it is erasable with this. It's a wet erase. It's not a dry erase. So you need a damp cloth to erase it. So let's see, that's 100. That's 100, so that's 2. And then 80 and 80 is actually 360. Wow, okay, 360. I cannot put that much in there. So if I do 100 and 180, I think I'm gonna erase both of the 80s. Look at me, I just said you need a damp cloth to erase it. You need a damp cloth to erase it neatly. Boom, look at that. Okay, so this is just gonna get 200 back in it. And my goal is to finish this by the end of the year because my student loans started accruing interest in September like everyone else's. And I took most of the money out of my savings and my husband took a lot of the money out of his savings. And together we had, and I saved up extra just in case. And together we had $9,000 for me to put towards my loans. And I've got about maybe like $1,200 left. So the goal for me for the rest of this year and probably a little bit of next year is to build up an emergency fund. So 2, 4, 6, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. So at least we have 200 in here if there is another emergency. Currently, my husband does not have health care, and we're going to sign up. Open enrollment is like 3 days away. So we're going to sign up, but I like to keep money in here just in case someone has to go to urgent care because that is such an expense, and I don't want to end up putting it on a credit card. And so I keep a hold of a couple $100s just in case someone has to go, or there's a car emergency, or you know, you get a ticket or whatever. Anyway, so we have 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 130 left. So we have a little bit of wiggle room. So my other priorities, other than the emergency fund and the car, I think I'm gonna stop putting anything in this one for now, just because I think hurricane season is pretty much over. I'm hoping. So the next thing coming up is Christmas. So I think I'm gonna put the $100 that I had in here back in here, and I might take the money out of 52-week savings and put it in here. Because the thing is, Christmas is a big deal to me personally, because there was a time in college when I really didn't have the money to buy Christmas presents for my family and my really close friends, and it really, really hurt. And it wasn't because I didn't have a job. I did have a job. At some points, I even had 2 jobs. It was just I didn't manage my money well. And that's why it upset me even more to know that I couldn't buy, I mean, I could buy Christmas presents, but I couldn't buy the Christmas presents I really wanted because I didn't manage my money well. Oh, also, some of the original 600 did come out of this Roth IRA, and I keep saying I'm going to start a Roth IRA, and then every year my expenses go up. You know, this year I bought a condo, so it's the first time I've ever had property taxes. We got married, which was quite an expense, and I will probably make a video on that because we do have it all on a spreadsheet because that's how we are. So I think I'm going to do away with this and, you know, say I'm going to start it again later, which is the goal. I know it's important. So I have this one, which I do not take any money out of unless it is an actual medical emergency. That is like a big deal for this one, and I would like to have it all filled up, each space being $100. So that would be $1,800, which would be like amazing. So this one's gonna go closer to the front. We're gonna skip over emergency prep for a little while, and then I'm going to empty this out and see how much is left in there. And I may just put everything else back into the emergency fund. Let's do that. We're prioritizing the emergency fund. After that is Christmas, and after that is a second emergency fund for my car because it is old. And it's probably going to be like that for the rest of the year, except for if I get a little bit of overtime. So anyway, going on forever. So I have 30. I'm going to empty this out. This is all of these small bills and little things that I take out of my wallet when I have ones. So that's gonna go away. This is gonna go in the back. Okay. All right, so let's see what all we have here. 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 69. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna put all of this in emergency fund. And when I don't have enough to fill in one of these, because none of these is 60 and I don't have anything close to that, I'm just gonna color in like a portion of the 80. So I know that I need a little bit more for that. Alrighty. And if I continue to put my small denominations in this emergency fund, then later on, we will get to do a bill exchange, which I have only gotten to do one other time, and it is incredibly satisfying because all of these ones, look at that. All of the ones, they look so dramatic, but it's deceiving. All right, so all right, so that is it for that. I have my 3 priority envelopes, we did a quick little rearrange and got all of that cash out of my wallet, so I'm not carrying it around on a daily basis. And thank you all for watching. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back, and hopefully I will have more uploads in the future for the rest of the year. All right, bye y'all.